Chapter 1. The Arrogance of the Vorthax. The galaxy had known peace for centuries. The Galactic Accord, a treaty signed by over 100 starfaring species, ensured that no race would dominate another through war or conquest. Trade flourished, knowledge was shared, and conflicts were resolved in the Hall of Arbitration. But the Vorthax Collective had never been satisfied with peace. A reptilian species with obsidian-black scales and glowing crimson eyes, the Vorthax were warriors by nature. Their empire had been built on the bones of weaker civilizations, and though they had signed the accord, they chafed under its restrictions. They believed themselves the rightful rulers of the galaxy, until they encountered humanity. Humans were newcomers to the interstellar stage, having only achieved FTL travel 3 centuries prior. Yet in that short time they had expanded rapidly, colonizing hundreds of worlds and integrating seamlessly into the Galactic Accord. Their adaptability, creativity, and, when necessary, ruthlessness made them unpredictable. The Vorthax saw this as a challenge. High Imperator Zoreth, ruler of the Vorthax Collective, stood before the Grand Assembly, his voice dripping with disdain. "The humans are weak," he declared. "They lack discipline. They rely on machines and trickery rather than strength. We have tolerated their presence long enough. It is time to remind the galaxy who truly holds power." The other species protested. The Quellians, a pacifist avian race, warned against aggression. The Mechanoids, a synthetic collective, calculated a 97.3% chance of catastrophic failure if the Vorthax attacked humanity. Zoreth ignored them all. Chapter 2. The First Strike. The Vorthax fleet descended upon the human colony of New Carthage without warning. Plasma cannons reduced cities to molten slag. Orbital bombardments shattered defensive shields. The human garrison fought valiantly, but they were outnumbered 10-1. Within hours the planet fell. Zoreth broadcast his victory across the galaxy. "This is the fate of any who defy the Vorthax. Humanity is not invincible. They will kneel or burn." The Galactic Accord erupted in panic. Had the Vorthax just reignited the age of galactic war? Would humanity retaliate, or would they surrender? The humans answered with silence. For weeks there was no response. No pleas for mercy, no declarations of war. Just quiet. Zoreth grew uneasy. Chapter 3. The Reckoning. Then, without warning, the Vorthax outposts began to disappear. First, it was a mining colony on the edge of their territory, gone as if wiped from existence. Then a military station. Then an entire fleet, vanishing mid-transit. No distress signals. No wreckage. Nothing. Zoreth mobilized his forces, sending scouts to investigate. None returned. Then the transmissions began. Distorted, fragmented messages from Vorthax ships. Screams, gunfire, and a single repeating phrase in broken Vorthaxian. "They are coming." The Vorthax High Command was in chaos. Who was attacking them? How? Then, at the heart of their empire, the sky split open. A human fleet emerged from warp space. Not the small, scattered forces the Vorthax had expected, but an armada of thousands. Ships of blackened steel, their hulls scarred from battles the galaxy had never seen. At their lead was the dreadnought Retribution, a vessel larger than a Vorthax battlemoon. And standing on its bridge was Admiral Elias Kane. Chapter 4. The Truth Unveiled. Zoreth demanded a comlink. When the hologram flickered to life, he snarled, "You dare attack the Vorthax directly. You will be annihilated." Kane, a grizzled man with cybernetic augments, smiled. "You made one mistake, Imperator. You thought New Carthage was defenseless. You thought we wouldn't retaliate. But you never asked where our real fleets were. The truth struck Zorith like a plasma bolt. Humanity hadn't been idle during their silence. They had been at war, not in the known galaxy but beyond it. For decades, they had fought horrors in the dark between galaxies. The Void Reapers, the Devourer swarms, things that made the Vorthax look like children playing with blades. And they had won. The ships before Zorith weren't just warships. They were veterans of a war so brutal, so unimaginable, that the Vorthax's petty conquests were a joke. Kane's smile vanished. You killed our people. Now we return the favor. Chapter 5. The Fall of the Vorthax. What followed wasn't a battle. It was extermination. Human war machines tore through Vorthax defenses like paper. Their soldiers, clad in powered armor that shrugged off plasma fire, moved with terrifying precision. Their weapons, gravity cannons, singularity projectors, neural disruptors, were things the Vorthax had never even imagined. Planet after planet fell. Zorith, desperate, ordered a final stand at their capital world, Vorthax Prime. It lasted 17 minutes. The Retribution cracked the planet's crust with a single shot from its axial cannon. As the world burned, Zorith's final transmission echoed across the stars. What are you? Kane's reply was cold. The reason the galaxy has peace. Epilogue. A lesson learned. The Vorthax Collective was no more. Its surviving members were scattered, broken. The Galactic Accord reconvened, but this time humanity sat at the head of the table. No one challenged them again. For the first time in history, the galaxy knew true fear. Not of the Vorthax, not of some unknown terror, but of the species that had looked into the abyss and made it blink. And so the legend was born. One alien race dared to challenge the humans. And paid the price.